You may not want to hear this, but intuition doesn't feel clear when you're healing trauma. Sometimes it feels chaotic, it feels heavy, and it feels like your whole system is trying to reorganize itself. In my experience, after surviving childhood sexual abuse, rape, domestic abuse, and long-term CPTSD, your system spends years in survival mode. When you finally begin the trauma work, the real trauma work, your body enters post-processing dysregulation. And the post-processing dysregulation is not a sign that you are doing anything wrong. It could be a sign that your system is finally trying to heal. People imagine healing as clarity, empowerment, and breakthroughs. And those do happen. But the truth is, trauma work often feels like brain fog, depression, confusion, exhaustion, overwhelm, and shutdown. Your brain is rewiring. Your body is releasing stored survival responses. Your identity is reorganizing. And that process is loud, messy, and very draining. I am so drained. I think I've been living in a brain fog for like a few weeks, and it comes and goes. Because when your nervous system has lived in danger for years, intuition doesn't show up as a confident inner voice. Sometimes it shows up as heaviness, fatigue, fog, shutdown, overwhelm, and a subtle sense that something is off. And those are not failures, they're signals. They're your body speaking before your mind can interpret what is going on. And inner family systems explain this moment clearly. The protective parts are exhausted from carrying everything, and the wounded part is now finally being heard. And the self, the real you, is trying to come online. It's like your Wi-Fi goes out and you have to reboot the router and unplug things, and you have to wait for it to come back online. But when the self first emerges, it doesn't usually feel powerful. It can feel quiet, subtle, and it just kind of feels like a little whisper underneath the noise. And after a lifetime of chaos, that whisper can feel like doubt. The post-processing dysregulation means learning to sit with the symptoms without assuming they're signs of failure. What does that mean? It means recognizing that your brain fog is your brain rewiring, depression is your system releasing collapse, confusion is maybe like your identity reorganizing, exhaustion is your body finally being able to rest, shutdown is your nervous system recalibrating, overwhelm might be the parts of you surfacing that have been silenced for so long. This is not regression, this is reconstruction. Slowly, intuition stops feeling like it's overwhelming and starts feeling like clarity. It stops feeling like shutdown and starts feeling like direction. Eventually it stops feeling like fear and starts feeling like truth. And in my experience, you can fluctuate back and forth between all of that. It's never just a one phase, boom, you're done. No, that'd be too simple, right? No, it just hits in fucking waves. It's a whiplash. But eventually begin to realize that intuition was never broken. It was just buried under all the survival and the survival strategies that you had to create and adapt to as a child to survive. And that is brilliant of you as a child. Thank your inner child for doing that.